welcome back to Vigor. It is your boy, Stealth Jet, leader of the JSS. You know, there are so many things that could be taught to a new player about this game. There are so many things. There are so many facts, there are so many opinions, there are so many proven facts, and then there are so many proven opinions. What a proven opinion is, in my opinion, is that they had something happen to them and then they take it as a fact. But when they try to explain it to others, they don't get that same sense of affirmation because it hasn't happened to them. You know what I'm saying? So, in this video, I'm gonna show y'all the decisions that I make and the decisions that other people make. And to all my new players, I hope this paints a picture of what this game is actually like. So, in my opinion, I don't want to say that anymore. Anniken is pretty much the best map for a new player in this game, because new players will get destroyed in terms of gunfights. Right? They'll get destroyed in terms of gunfights. This map will force you into a gunfight because you have no concealment and limited amounts of cover. And you can get spotted from anywhere. So, a gunfight is prone to happen to you. It's prone to. And you notice me here. I'm always running, always moving my camera, because I know for a fact, at some point during this game, I'm gonna get spotted. And I don't want to get spotted, but it's the case on this map. It's the case. So, now what I'm doing is just walking. I haven't decided on what I want to loot yet, but I'm just walking around to make sure that I don't get spotted. But then I get hit with a PSD, and so I think about relocating to another island, because I'm thinking that the guy who's detected me is at the container on this island. But instead, no. He's right there. Now, I'm taking cover behind this rock. And this guy's an SVD. And that shit hurt. So, I don't want to move immediately. I'm gonna wait until he does something. Like this. Now, don't ask me how I timed that so well, but I did. Now, experience tells me that people don't use their PSD unless they're near something important. That's something important on this map and this encounter is the weapons container. And the weapons container is actually right around the corner. So that's why I ran away from that direction. You see, no matter what you do, you're going to get caught out in some way, shape, or form. You may get caught out. A bullet may not fly in your direction yet, but it's going to happen. So I pick up the M2 carbine, and I don't want to peek this corner initially because, like, you know, people. But there's a container. And right here I realize it's not open. The comm station in here has not been used. So, am I going to go for it? No. Because I have a sixth sense, and that sixth sense tells me that if you just got pinged and you're hearing gunshots around you, and for some reason the container is not open, let alone the time safe, which is actually right next to the damn container, is not opened, I don't trust it. Now see, a new player, ignorance is bliss. They won't know that it's not safe, and they'll go for it. And that pretty much opens up the can of worms that is going to be the bloodbath at that location. So I decided not to go for it, purely because I've had so many experiences where this has happened, and I end up pushing my luck, and I end up dying. And considering the fact of how there is literally nowhere to hide if you do get shot at, I'm gonna keep it moving. And so, I'm over here on this island now. Why am I over here? Because I want to keep moving. Then I hear gunshots in front of me. But then this happens right here. What you may think is a safe mood, not mood, safe move, it just might not be a safe move. You see, he hit the detector purely to see who was all around him. And he did the right thing. He moved away from the detector in order to not get shot at, right? Pause. I'm gonna go over here and try to clip somebody with one of my ZA bullets. I want to find out if that happens. Actually, I don't. You know why? Because that guy has great awareness and he was looking over here. And the game is getting ahead of my train of thought. So here's what happened. The guy hit the detector. And power to him for moving away from the detector. Right? Once he checked his map and he seen that dot in my direction, he turned in my direction. When I seen him turn, I had to take the shot immediately. Now, I'm gonna send one bullet that way to kind of draw them this way. I would rather know where they're headed than them wandering off aimlessly. So that's part one. Part two is when I got the kill, right? But my ZA went off, which tipped that team that we just seen across the lighthouse that somebody's over here. And so they're already looking this way. In hindsight, it was quite greedy of me to go that way in the first place. Right? It was quite greedy. But my reasoning was this. They were fighting another team. They shouldn't look this way. They're fighting a whole nother team. No, I was wrong. So literally every decision that you make and every decision that you don't make has an impact on your gameplay. Because that guy did not stay in one spot in front of the detector, he got killed. Because of me not realizing that there are multiple paths for me to leave instead of heading straight for a team, I got shot at. You know what I'm saying? Now, catching up a bit with the gameplay, here I go. Going back up here to see if they took the bait. Right? But then I see that guy. And he almost kills me. Because I didn't see him. Now, why was he over there on one knee like a roach on a wall? I have no idea. I have no idea. But now I know that he's over there. But remember, he fired at me near the container. And I just used the destructive tower. Didn't I just... You see? That's that team right there. Every action that you do has a domino effect on how the game progresses. And you see, it's not just your action. It's everybody's action. Now, that guy has an L85. We know that. But we also know that he is a solo player. There's nobody around him. You know what I'm saying? So now that team is near the detector. We heard an H-bar T, and that's all we heard. I'm crawling up here just to see if the guy's nearby. He could be to my right in those trees over there. He could be on a ridge, prone, looking at the direction of the detector. I don't know. But in any case, I want to remain still. Now, I see this glint right here. Am I going to destroy it? No. In hindsight, that was a bad play. That's a really bad play. You know why? If I'm already up here, already prone, and the guy with the HRT spots this glint, what's stopping him from spotting me at the same time? Actually, right now, I should be getting headshotted. But the fact that I'm not tells me they don't have line of sight on this glint. Or they don't think it's important. So the airdrop is in the middle of the map. Noted. And now I decide to relocate. Now here's a question. Was that guy with the L85 the same person with the SVD that dropped a mortar strike on me on this side of the map? I don't know. But more important matters arise when the detector gets used again and somebody hits a time safe. My guess is this. That's that duo split up. That's my guess. I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's anything in this dirt pile. Well, hollow dirt hemisphere underneath the ground, and there isn't. And so, I decide to change islands. I decide to. But the guy with the L85 is opening the container. Now, why would you open the container when you literally have the best weapon in the game right now? At that point, you just want XP. Which I understand, but you're not upgrading anything. Now, if you bought an M2 carbine and you shot off locks on the container, I understand that, because you want an upgrade. This guy, he's either a sweat or he just wants the XP. In any case, he made himself a target. He definitely made himself a target. Now, we know he's nearby. And I get the idea of why not jump on this roof? But then I, realize I'm playing Splinter Cell in the back of my head right now. I can't jump on that roof. So I decide to loot that electrical box. And these metal parts. That fuel. This. Some more metal parts and some food. And I decide to go up. But I think I heard what sounds like an SVU. We don't know if it's VSS or SVU. We don't know. But that guy is shooting at something. Or somebody, rather. And we know who it is. That firing pattern with the L85 is the same firing pattern that shot at me. But he shoots off another lock on the container, so he wasn't done yet. Now mortars come down. That was a perfect opportunity to spot him, because he had been moving away from the container. I'm going to get a bit closer with this M2 carbine, because it's a perfect secondary in this scenario. As I crawl up here, I hear him. Now, I know what you're thinking. He's dead. Hooray. Here's what I'm thinking. He's dead. Oh shit. There's a guy with an SVU over there. And he managed to kill somebody while they had on body armor. If that doesn't tell me he knows how to aim, then I don't know what will. So you may think he's dead, hooray, but I'm thinking that there's an even greater threat abound. And I don't want to deal with that. We know he's somewhere over there. I can't see him. The sun is facing me. You see that? He has the advantage, because an Outlander prone from a distance will be the same color as the dirt beneath the snow. You know what I'm saying? Like the color of the rocks. An Outlander that's prone, no matter what they're wearing, if the sun is behind them, you're not going to spot them unless they move or aim and give off glint. You're not going to spot them. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Wouldn't it make sense if the guy with the H-Bar-T, his buddy, is the same dude with the SVU? That guy stopped in the middle of the open ground to try to shoot at me with an L85. And he had all the advantages. He did. Body armor and L85, right? He had all the advantages. But because of his actions of shooting off that container while he was greedy, he let everybody on the map know, including myself, that, hey, I'm here. And when I shot at him, I slowed him down enough to where the person with the SVU could kill him. Now, granted, he couldn't have gotten caught in a worst possible scenario, but the action still remains that he fought instead of flew. Yeah, because past tense of fight or flight is fought or flew, I guess. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But to all my new players, everything you do in this game will be a benefit to somebody. And that somebody may not be you. I know that sentence sounds scary, but it is the honest to goodness truth. I bring all these videos to show you what people do. And so you can kind of get a glimpse and maybe identify a couple of patterns of what you should not do. You understand what I'm saying? So, I hope you all have enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until next time, peace.